John, it happened again. Like the sun coming up, the sun going down. The mobile service came for the 2017 Mustang GT.
You see the mobile service people from Two Rivers more than you see your sons.
Well, I have two vehicles from Two Rivers Ford, and they kind of alternate just off and on. And Mike Bowles, full-time guy, retired, and now he's their transportation dude. So he comes out, picks up the Mustang, stick shift, he can drive it, takes it back. It fixed the first time every time, and that's part of the trust. That's part of the employee pricing that's going on now through July 6th. You, me, John, our guest, everybody pays the same price as any employee at Two Rivers Ford. You bought your car from there, that beautiful Mustang.
I did.
Downstairs.
You have the stick. I have the automatic because I'm old and I've been there, done that. But they have the old 6-speed too GT if they want to do that. That's what you got. I got the 25 Mustang GT. Got it at Two Rivers Ford. Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
It's the Second Cup of Joe and John with Joe Elvis and John Dwyer.
Nashville.
Joe!
Hello, John.
Joe, what is your Uber rating? It can be up to 5.0.
Nice.
I've been doing Uber since it came to Nashville, I think in 2017 or so. So there's thousands of. I have an Uber, and mine has gone up.
What are you?
I'm at 493.
Okay.
What are you?
I'm a 4.9. When I was flying for a living, we Ubered everywhere, and the company paid for it. So in New York, I had some $200 rides that only went about 30 minutes. But so I tipped off of that. I did everything. So they seemed to like me because of that. Now, if I was my real Joe Elvis person, I don't know that I'd be that high. So that's a good mark for you.
Well, it was 491, and it came up. So my wife and I, Lindley, we went to anniversary dinner the other night, and I looked at my rating, and it went up. I said, baby, I go, what's yours?
Let's hear it.
488. You know what your wife says, Kim?
What?
486.
Well,
it's 485.
She complains a lot.
You may not get picked up. So our wives' rating. I wonder what our guests rate. She's checking at it right now.
Yes, she will.
I just think it's hilarious. Like, we have the two sweetest wives in the world. What have they done to earn that? And my wife right away, her excuse was, "I'm always late." Yeah, that's probably and I think because your wife flying a lot, she couldn't tip more than
give them that
whatever.
frown, and they're like, "Oh,
but how about that? Our wives have bad. They're like almost getting kicked out of the share riding service.
I'm enjoying this. Answer.
I just thought it was good
for you, John.
I told my wife I was going to bring that up, and then I'm going to sleep on the couch. But anyway, why don't we get to? This is good stuff. This is going to be uncharted territory. We've never had a guest. You'll know what I say when we say it.
Hey, we know people. Let's take a spin through Joe and John's Rolodex.
John, we're going.
We already know the Uber ride.
We're going to the end with the Z.
Yeah.
Alexandra Van Zeelandt. And you've probably seen her. Perhaps you knew, perhaps you didn't. A professional actress, model, singer, born in Brooklyn, New York, came to Tennessee with her family in 2002. She's been in 27 music videos, on 2 billboards, 4 commercials, 3 feature films, 2 television shows, and winner of Nashville Model of the Year.
We are not worthy.
We got a lot going on, so welcome, Alex Van Zeelandt, to the Second Cup of Joe.
And John.
Well, I'm glad that we started off with the Uber rating because I had to check it, and I have a 4.9.
You are something.
4.90. So you're not
4.90.
perfect, girl. I mean, let's not, I mean, there's been something that's happened.
I don't know. Honestly, I think that the only thing that could have happened that may have been negative was that I was quiet one time and didn't want to talk to someone on the way to the airport at 6 a.m.
Yeah,
Sure.
okay. Yeah.
Sure. Are you ever nervous? Beautiful woman in a car by herself, and there's an array of Uber drivers out there where I think I'm nervous sometimes. I'm like, all right, dude, I always sit on this side, so I got a free shot.
Well, you see, I'm insane. So part of me is hoping someone tries so I can flex my Muay Thai skills on them. I'm always looking to throw an elbow.
There you go.
Well, you have segue to a date you have that you met in martial arts, and that clearly means you are trained at some. Joe, you're a black belt.
I have a black belt in Wado-Ryu.
What is
that?
What is
that? That is a Japanese form of karate.
I thought
and
that
this was
a
back
noodle.
in the 80s, 90s.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I've never studied that or heard of that, so that's something new for me to get into.
I was in my 20s, 30s. I like hitting people.
So
and now I don't, because it hurts to hit and it hurts to get hit. And now I've broken my fingers, I've broken my foot, cracked some ribs, and I can't do that now.
The only thing that I've had as far as an injury is concerned is that I accidentally caught a kick with my face.
Nice.
Yeah, and I have this little guy, this little memento that you can't really see.
For life.
Character flaw.
It's a little character flaw, but it's fine. It makes me look rugged. Just a little bit.
Like you're an outside. Well, 2002. What brought you here?
The Twin Towers going down brought me here. I know. I had to just bring it down a notch.
Or
nothing like a national
98
tragedy.
floors. Yeah.
Bring you here.
Okay.
So the whole family came down, or just you?
No, so my dad worked in rescue and recovery at the Twin Towers Ground Zero site.
That's heavy.
Yes, so he did electrical and plumbing at Ground Zero because even though the disaster happened, it took months and months to actually clean it up. So that's why we moved here. He didn't want to be in the tri-state area anymore. And I never left. Here I am. I guess I am the mayor of East Nashville now.
37206 is your home?
Yeah, 37216 is
216.
16 is Inglewood area.
Just you?
Yeah.
You're
That's
06,
a
aren't you?
thriving area as well. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have as many tall and skinnies, which I'm happy about because the neighbors are the reason for that. They are the ones that have petitioned and, gone to the council meetings. So there are no tall and skinnies in my neighborhood.
I live in Unit A, so I'm guilty. I'm part of the
102.
problem. So you can blame it on me. But
You like living in a quarter of a house? How does it feel to be so shortchanged?
mocking my living arrangements. Okay, all right.
Great.
So anyway, you came here. Did you have a dream of being? Were you going to be an actress growing up? Was that just what you had on? Who was on your wall? Well, give me a bedroom poster.
Slash
Nice.
from Guns N' Roses was like one of my first crushes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I feel like there's a story there.
I really loved Guns N' Roses. I've always loved rock music. Everybody says that they love music. That's nothing different, but I grew up heavily on R&B and classic rock.
Listening to Joe Elvis on 105.9.
That's right.
course. Of
That's right.
course.
I actually grew up listening to you.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Oh, see.
I did.
Mesmerized. When
Here
she
I am.
met me. You're who? She said, really, you're who? Well, Alex and I sent the invitation to Alex to come on the show because, as I do nowadays, somewhere before I go to bed, I'm flipping through stuff on Instagram, and she kept popping up, and her comedy is very funny. She's walking around her neighborhood and usually has a thought of the day or what she's experienced or what's going on, and it's very good. It's off the wall. It's all over the place. 333 AVZ is where you can find that on Instagram. So comedy, there's a whole career of stuff. Modeling is where you started. That led into the movies. You've been in The Wolf of Wall Street. Mm-hmm. And then where has all this comedy, which I think is the best part of all your platforms, where you can control and do what you want. Where did that come into play?
So just for a moment, we're going to be a little heavy because my mother passed away and my mom was my best friend. She was very much my father and my mother for, my teenage years into my 20s and what have you. So I heavily fell into alcohol addiction. Oh. So then the pandemic happened. And once the pandemic happened, we took that alcohol problem and accelerated it by 100 because there wasn't anything else to do. So I was drinking all the time. long story short, I bashed my knee open and I was so drunk I didn't remember. So when I woke up and I fell on the floor and saw the bone of my knee hanging out, I realized I had to quit drinking. So, I was also depressed, obviously, because I wasn't getting the acting and modeling jobs that I wanted. At that point, I had already been typecast because I had posed for Playboy. And when you are the sexy girl, they want you to continue.
It's really hard to get out of that lane, isn't it?
It really is. And as grateful as I am to Playboy for giving me a career, it hindered it as well. So I was left having to pick up my life and rebuild who I am from the ground up. And comedy found me. That's what was so interesting. I didn't really pick it. It was never something that I had focused on as an option. Maybe it was a thought once, and I think my mother was the one who said, why would you do that? Why would you become a comic when you've just worked your way to be a model and an actress?
Were you funny growing up, though? Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm Italian and Jewish, so not only do I hate everyone, but I hate myself too.
You have a quick whip. Quick. I can't even say it. But I mean, that's inherent to you. You had to. Your parents had to know that you had that part. That's interesting that she didn't. She's like, what are you doing?
She didn't foster it. It's weird. So the point of that story, though, is that once I discovered comedy, everything started to come naturally. And it was almost as if I was getting a message from her saying I was wrong. That this is something you should pursue. That's kind of how it clicked for me. I could be totally wrong, but I try to foster a relationship with God. And even though my mom is passed on, I like to acknowledge when things stand out and I can see that it's her poking her head in.
Sure. What was your mom's name?
Lisa.
Lisa?
Yeah.
Well, we remember and lift up Lisa here today, who had such an influence on you. And what's the best trait that you possessed of your mother?
I think it's my brain. I do, because it really is the way that I'm able to retain information and research and dedicate myself to my work projects.
Good.
Yeah.
We do have we do some prep show research here, and we actually have somebody in this room, producer Chase Akers. We have somebody in this room that knows somebody that has seen you in the buff.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I just, and we can get off, we're not going to be, Playboy, we're not going to be, we're mature people. We're not going to go down that road. But
the one you're going down now?
the one
Is that what you're saying?
I'm now, but.
Chase's friends, his girlfriend's friend took pictures of you.
Oh my goodness.
He commented on that earlier.
How about
you got that mic up there?
We have a mutual connection. Anya Monique
Yeah.
is my lady.
Oh my God.
There you go.
She's one of my favorite photographers ever.
She'll love to hear it.
Yeah, she is. She's like stunning.
Right.
In every single way.
Way far, far, far out of my league.
She's a goddess.
Yes.
She
Agreed.
is. And she can do makeup and hair too.
Everything.
She does everything. Yeah.
Everything.
So his lady and she had photographed me, I think, quite literally right out of my depression spell, and I had decided to become sober. That's when me and her met.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good connection there.
Man.
Yeah. I want to work with her again. I just know that she's so busy. She's always
Shoot her a text.
okay.
Yeah, shoot her a text.
Yeah, she's one of the best photographers in Nashville.
You guys done yet, or do we need to? Okay,
We're so sorry to derail
no.
conversation.
It's it was worth it.
All that.
Okay, can I shut you down now?
Jeez.
Can I do? Okay, you're done.
Well, you've got a beautiful voice and the comedy stuff. What are you working now? Do you try to do some clubs, or are you still trying to? John and I just went to Studio 10. Patrick Cassidy was a guest on our show.
Wow.
Lots of great things going on in this city. Are you still trying to put yourself back out there?
I stopped doing stand-up for probably a year and a half now because of my teeth. So
What's wrong with your teeth?
Exactly. There was nothing wrong with them, and I should have left them alone. But because I was bored, I was like, you know what? It's time to just correct my bite, and I got Invisalign, and with that came a stutter and a lisp. Now, everyone said, hey, work it into your act. Sure. I don't want to listen to it for 20 minutes. I don't want anyone to hear it for 20 minutes. It's infuriating. So I decided to kind of reevaluate what I was doing. And in that time frame, I have been writing a comedic romance novel.
Okay.
So it's almost done, the first draft at least. And I'm excited because it should be sent off for the editor by the end of the month. As long as I finish this one chapter, I have one left.
What's the name of the main character guy?
Of the guy's name is Isaac.
Okay.
Yes. His the love interest is Isaac.
And what shows do you watch? Are you a Netflix person?
I'm a Netflix person. I'm a UFC girly though. So,
okay.
But you know what I really like? I like YouTube.
Sure.
I like to go down the wormhole of all the videos that they never end. They just keep pumping them out, pumping them out.
Well, John has reached the end of Netflix. So there's any question
Really?
or round that you want to go there.
My wife and I, it all started during the pandemic. We too had our alcoholic beverages and watched everything. You know who your doppelganger, am I saying that right? The person that, as I see you, I mean, you're beautiful.
Lovely.
You're going to like this, I think. You get it all the time. Ashley Judd.
I've heard that before.
20 years ago.
Yeah, I've heard her.
That's
a great one.
Now.
Hey, you know what? We're all a little crazy. I personally would continue being crazy over Saying Any Day. At least I have adventure. I have fun.
Sure.
Sure. I like mischief.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But that's a great compliment. I've gotten her. I've gotten Natalie Portman. Jessica Lange is the one that I've gotten the most.
I can see that.
But I'm not blonde right now. Yeah. So I'm known as a blonde, but I fried my hair. And when you're a blonde and you fry your hair, you go back to your natural color.
That looks great.
I'm working it. Yeah. I'm embracing that Sicilian Italian thing.
Now, I wanted to follow up. When your dad came here, did he have post 9/11 issues?
Yes, and a drug problem, too, that we didn't really know about.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Well,
this should be sponsored by Oasis, the way this is going. I mean, I've been, but... Whew.
I'm sorry about that.
No,
that's why I do dark comedy. Everyone's like, write a light joke. How?
What was your best comedy bit? What did you have a zenith of a moment at a club that you just went, wow, I nailed that?
No, not necessarily once, but there's nothing better than when an audience is you've got them, right? And they're eating out of the palm of your hand. So you can say anything. Now, I like shock factor. That's kind of what I go for. Even these little stupid jokes that I'll write to fit in between these larger bits. Mm-hmm. One of them is, let me think if I can remember it. It's
I'm a sight gag guy. Are you? I like that.
I love comedy.
I respect Stephen Hawking's because he couldn't run from his problems.
Nice.
Okay, nice. Okay. That's
just like these yeah.
There's truth.
There's truth there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a palate cleanser, John.
It's not a palate cleanser. It's just kind of preparing you for what I'm going to talk about next.
What is that going to be?
Oh, Joe, another satisfied customer, somebody here on our podcast, wowed by our spaces here at eSpaces.
Well, I met Alexandra, and she had already come in through the lobby and was up here in the waiting room already. And it's just the convenience of eSpaces. We're on hip, trendy, beautiful 17th Avenue South, where in the old days, 17th one way, 16th the other. Every music label in the world is on. I spent almost 20 years working on TV and radio, one block up here, and this is where eSpaces is located. If you have a business, you can work out of here. Everything from the amenities to the huge open community space is absolutely lovely. 5 locations in the Nashville area alone, and you're just going to love your shot at your new office at eSpaces.
Yeah, convenient parking, stock cafe, free printing, IT help desk. It's an on-site gym. which
Why are you
we've
looking at me?
never been to. Anyway, it's espaces.com. Check it out.
Rapid fire. Pew, 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 pew. Rapid fire.
Sorry if that gave you PTSD. But that's what we do here. Joe, quick questions, quick answers for Alex.
What is the one thing today that you're excited about? What keeps you looking forward?
I think meeting interesting people, just in general. I'm a people person. So when you offered for me to come on your show, I was like, yeah, absolutely. If I can make it work, I'm going to do it. I'm looking forward to getting a clean bill of health because I did just have a C6, C7 disectomy of, cervical spine. So yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to go back to the gym and lift more. So, but everything's going beautifully. So
Good.
I'm happy about that.
Go-to karaoke song.
Go-to care is Walking After Midnight by Patsy Cline.
Okay.
Are you a car? We love the Mustangs. We're car people. Do you have a favorite car in your life or now?
1964 Pontiac GTO.
Dang. Good stuff.
After Our Heart.
Good stuff.
Yeah. That's
Is
my
there
favorite.
a memory that goes with that at all?
My grandpa had that car.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, and it was black with chrome and tan interior.
Can you drive a stick shift?
No, I've always wanted to learn, though.
Well, we'll drive around the parking garage after the show.
Yeah, the parking garage is a good place to learn the clutch, Joe.
Just turn, right-hand turns, then climb out left-hand.
Dead or alive, all-time 2 or 3 dinner guests you'd like to have over.
John Lennon. Mm-hmm. JFK. Freddie Mercury.
Is that a JFK senior or junior?
Junior.
Yeah?
Oh, maybe senior, though, because he stole money from Gloria Swanson.
The president?
The actress. The actress Gloria Swanson. Mm-hmm. From like Hollywood Boulevard.
Sure.
Yeah. So
Airport.
they had an affair. Did you know that? And when he needed money, he was hooking up with her and he stole her money.
The president?
No, the
the
father.
guy,
the
the-
father.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Wow. That's good New York history. That's good Northeast history there. I was in flight school with JFK Jr.
Were you really?
Yeah. I got to see him.
How many jokes are there?
None. He was just learning, and I was an
Not good
instructor
enough.
back then, and he would have to come and check out his plane. He was a private pilot, and he would have to show your flight plan and explain where he's going, talk about the weather, why should I do this flight. And I thought JFK Jr. was 6'7", 6'8", with his big pomp up top of hair and such. He's a short guy.
No way.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot. He's probably 5'9".
He was a short guy.
Terrible.
Yes.
Terrible,
Netflix,
terrible
they have a
decisions for
huge
pos-
thing on that. They've got
That's
a whole
so
thing.
sad.
It's
But-
because Joe Kennedy stole all that money from Gloria Swanson.
and made him a spoiled
karma.
punk, and he bought an expensive plane he couldn't fly.
My
go down
final
that road.
rapid fire question is dog or cat person?
Cat.
Name? Do you have one?
Like a favorite name for a cat?
So you don't have a cat.
I don't have a
But
cat,
if
but
you
I'm a
did
cat.
have a cat.
If I did, well, my last cat, his name was Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
Because he had like a lazy eye that would roll off to the side, and I put like a little wristwatch on him.
Nice.
Yeah, I go, yeah, boy.
I like that. What advice would you give your 18-year-old self now?
You're going to be really hot in your 30s, so stop worrying about it.
Were you not hot in your 20s or teens?
I was, but I was worried about being old. And 30s are not old. I actually still, I feel like a more mature teenager.
John Mellencamp once said, "Men aren't worth an F until they're 40."
That's
And
true.
I think women really come into their own. My wife.
What?
Did your wife?
What? Well, my wife had kids in her 30s.
Okay.
Okay. That makes me feel good because I'm still looking for love. Unfortunately for me, I have not found my soulmate wherever he is. I'd like to have kids, and I've been nervous about that because I'm 35 now.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been interesting trying to date in this city for sure.
dog or cat question can lead to another circle that you help animals. I'm not going to say foster them, but part of your, I don't even call it activism, but you just help out animals. In some of your videos, I saw one on Puddles, cutest dog in the world.
Oh my God! Someone please adopt Puddles.
I
Someone
wanted
please
to
adopt
adopt
her.
Puddles. Guy, he's
Just on the
gorgeous.
name alone. Why wouldn't you
he
want
had
Puddles?
two colored eyes, and
Yes.
he just was a gorgeous mix of something, and something. And you're great at that. You do real. So where did all that attraction come for helping animals?
So, fun fact about me is that I have been a vegetarian since I was 4 years old. I have just always loved animals. And once I was able...
So you don't want to eat them?
I don't want to eat them. And I kind of put two and two together that a chicken nugget was a chicken. And once I figured that out, I kept shoving them in the seats of the Durango. And eventually the rotting meat smell was the dead giveaway that I wasn't going to eat any meat. I wouldn't eat it on my plate. Like I was technically like doing like a Gandhi starvation protest. I just wouldn't eat it. So once I started to figure out that, animals and I had like a special connection, I became a wildlife rehabilitator for songbirds. So I have always rescued and rehabilitated songbirds specifically. But I'll help any animals. I did a photo shoot for awareness of just declining rates in these exotic animals with a lion, a bear, and a tiger. Oh my! Let's add an elephant in there too, because why not? So I've done a lot of different animal rights activist work, and I will continue to do so till I die. Now, I am a cool one. I'm not like those PETA people. I'm not going to come after you if you eat steak in front of me. Right. I'm not going to be really upset. I am a big local farm supporter. I think that people should buy from your local farms because not only is it healthy, but farmers are depending on your purchase. So support the farmers markets, support local farms, get your meat, get your eggs, get your milk, all from there. That's kind of what I believe, at least.
So a songbird is a specific kind of bird?
Like robins and barn swallows, just songbirds, not raptors. I would love a raptor as a pet, though.
A pterodactyl?
No, I've been trying to make the crows. I do that to the crows. I walk by and I go,
Shoot them.
trying.
Crows suck.
No, they don't. I'm trying to get a murder of crows as my next pet.
Oh, man.
I'm going to make like a little
Terrible.
I'm going to make a little like I don't know, an altar for them with peanuts and shiny things because I want them to be my friends.
No, they eat all the other bird stuff. Well, do you have...
That's how to get a man, by the way. That's
A murder of crows.
murder of crows. My wife is into the bird feeder with the camera on it now.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So, it's just endless. Who's here today? Type stuff. And so I have gotten to love these birds, and you can stumble upon all their singing and all their voices and recognize them all. And it's just interesting. Do you have anything like that, or I've just gone too far?
Not that I used to. The storms have kind of knocked off all of my bird feeders, and so I have to go and buy some new ones. But I want to get like a nice cement bird bath. Yeah. I want to get
you gotta get one with the camera on it, and it comes to the app on your phone, and there you are. We could be sitting here right now looking at my house with
the
the
hummingbird
birds.
one.
We got a
We've
hummingbird
done that,
one.
yeah.
A hummingbird one's on the back 40.
Because you got it at our Dirty Santa point.
We did.
At our party.
And we laughed at it. We're like, why didn't we take that bottle of whiskey or something? And it was the greatest gift ever you got.
Yeah. You know what the gift that keeps on giving?
Not us.
I love this. This is a Facebook post on Two Rivers Ford, a dealership that focuses on people, a company culture that values integrity, an owner who makes it clear that the most important thing is always doing the right thing. John Barker and his lovely wife, Margaret. This is a picture at the Ford Elite Award ceremony last month. Anyway, that's what you want. Family owned, family operated since 1983. If you're looking for a car, new or used, that's the place you go.
It is an employee pricing running through July 6th, where you'll pay the same price as an employee of Ford. It's a great discount, and that's what you're really looking for, and you'll feel that family spirit. You can see all these beautiful cars at tworiversford.com. Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
I want to get your Instagram post and all the comic. What's your inspiration? Because it's very funny, very quick. Obviously, you have an editing style and you kind of know what you want to do and so forth. But I invite people to check it out. But it's, what do you just wake up and go, man, that's going to be a bit?
What I do is that I wake up and I'll go for a walk and I'll just allow myself to kind of think about different topics. And once one of them rings true to me, I'll take my phone out and I'll walk around the neighborhood. Now, I used to write like 8 or 9 skits or sketch comedy a week and film and edit, and I was just getting so overburdened with having to do that. So I just said one day, you know what? Why am I not just taking my phone out and like capturing these little candid thoughts that I'm having? Like I had one about Vincent van Gogh cutting his ear off and giving it to that woman.
Sure.
Yeah, it kind of like just kind of started from there. That I have a very dark and twisted mind, and there's a way that you can do it, that you can touch other people's darkness and that you can laugh. So I just decided that, you know, it's easier and more relatable than the sketch comedy if I kind of break it up and just go out there, film a thought, and then it leaves me room to be creative with writing my book and with writing the sketch comedy. So instead of having to pump out as many skits as I was, now I only have to do 2 or 3 really good ones.
Nice.
Yeah, and the candid thoughts seem to be doing really well, especially when I talk about Nashville, because I've been here for a really long time, and I was a degenerate growing up. I have no qualms about that, nor should anybody, because old Nashville was great. New Nashville is okay.
Sure.
Sure, it's an adjustment. It's an adjustment. Transplants, it's an adjustment.
Give all the sites, because I'm going to blow them. So on the Instagram, you're the 333.
AVZ.
That's it.
Why 333?
I like that angel number. It's because, like I was talking about before, like I have a really great relationship with God. It's the only one that's worked for me so far. It's the longest
And a long-term relationship. That's the one that's worked out the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got a real sick sense of humor too. Let me tell you something.
It's the one that counts.
It's the one that counts. So I like it because it's, you know, God, the Holy Spirit, and Christ. Okay. So that's kind of why I went with 333. It used to be AVZBBY, which was just kind of a play on Alex Van Zeelandt Baby, and it was just shortened. But people thought my name was Abby, or just, you know, they didn't know. They were like, are you Alex? Are you Alexandra? Are you Abigail? So I just like, let me make this easier since my name is so long.
And what else? You got a YouTube?
You know, I've been working on a show. I've kind of paused it though.
Okay.
I was doing a show called Trauma Bonding, but I want to reevaluate it.
Called what?
Trauma Bonding. So it was a comedic take on looking into different psychological and spiritual ways that you can implement into your life. But it was comedic, so it was a fun way of learning about yourself and moving past pain. You know, so great for people in recovery, great for people that have PTSD. That's what I was trying to do. But I need to kind of change things around. I need to get like a new studio space. I need better equipment. I hated the editing program. Long form is so much harder. I don't think people realize how much work goes into long form. And I had to decide, hey, do you want to be known for your comedy? Do you want to focus on this? But you can't do all of this at the same time, which is why I became an MMA judge, just to throw that on top of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting that probably the bit that you don't think is very, like, won't resonate hits, and then the ones you think, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
When I was in local TV news, the thing I worked on the best, it's like, nobody cared. Right. But boy, we went out and, you know, got the water skiing squirrel, and people just thought this, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
That's what they want. Yeah. It's because they want either something that they can escape from or something they can relate to. That's what I've noticed as far as content creation is concerned, because I had to modify. That's why the funny me walking around the neighborhood, that's what people are waiting to see every day. When they don't get that, they're kind of like, oh, this skit is cool, but like, where is she with no makeup on and just walking around treating her sports bra as if it were a shirt?
I love one of your comments, your wardrobe choices. are like a rainbow violently vomiting on a unicorn.
Yes. Yes.
No, they're not. They're cute. You look great.
Thank you. Well, I do that so I don't get hit by a car because it seems to be
That's
a
right.
common thing
Get out
on
of the street.
Gallatin, man.
My final question is, what role in all your projects was probably one of your favorite ones?
Probably The Wolf of Wall Street. I was a blue chip hooker,
Oh.
which was
What as opposed to?
as opposed
Does it
to
mean like that's an elite?
like a penny. Yes.
They're like you're
Yes.
a call. You're not a hooker. You're a.
Well, in the
Yeah.
movie context, what part was that in?
That's what the part was, though.
Yeah.
So I was in the airplane where, ironically, I broke my foot. Also, but
You
they had
are
me come
injury
back.
prone, girl. You
I know.
blew out your knee drunk. You
I
got your
know.
eye thing going. You're a mess.
I know.
How do you get through airports? I just worry about you.
I don't know. It's gonna be real fun with this new disc, though.
My
It'll
God.
be setting
Anyway,
up
I
everything.
digress. Back to the scene.
So you broke the foot first, or the movie happened first?
I
Or
got
both.
I got hired, and then I did that. I was supposed to throw like a pile of cocaine in slow motion into the camera.
The Wolf of Wall Street. So
This is The Wolf of Wall
stars
Street. This is
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Correct.
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie, but the airplane aisle
insane.
wasn't screwed down properly. So when I threw it and I was leaning over, the 3 seats of the airplane, it tipped up. Somebody jumped on it, and you could hear every toe breaking. And then all of a sudden there was like a pop, and my toenail came off.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And do it again.
But they really liked me a lot. They really did. So they brought me back.
You like me.
They brought me back, and I was in the office party scene where they kind of focused on me to take you throughout this insane office party.
Okay.
And I had like this big giant blonde hair. I think I'm on camera for like 45 seconds, and they took multiple stills of me and they put it on the DVD cover and all the promotional posters.
Okay.
So I did something right. I think I didn't sue them. That's what I did right.
Well, you had to sign that waiver or whatever. I'm sure when you're on the.
I would never sue Martin Scorsese.
No.
You can't sue Martin
That's a
Scorsese.
career killer. I think if you.
Absolutely.
So you're blonde in the movie,
Yeah.
on the cover, the DVD.
Yeah.
Boom. That will be you, Alex.
Yeah. I
Okay,
know.
that's a great story.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to end with. We always think about future so bright. So where do you see yourself in 1 year, 3 years? Where do you want to be? What would make you happy?
Happier. So I would like to have like at least 1 million followers on Instagram. I would like to be booked solid as far as traveling, touring, and getting back into stand-up, having my book published, and working for the UFC as a professional MMA judge that travels with the company.
There you go.
It can happen.
You
That's
got
what
goals.
if I had to pick just one, I really would like to work corporate for the UFC and be their MMA
In
judge.
Las Vegas.
What's your
Everywhere.
attraction
Yeah.
to that? That's such a big thing, and it's not in my window. I'm just your sons love that, right? All the martial
Well,
arts,
example, the
UFC.
White House thing's coming up. They'll
is.
watch some of the, it's on all the time in some competition. They won't watch that. But for some of the larger matches, it will. And like some of the higher profile guys, the personalities are over the top.
Yes.
And so, that age group will watch.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll follow up with John with that. What was your, a lot of people just call it human dog fighting. What was your attraction to MMA fighting?
It started with Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z as a kid, and I just always wanted to be a Super Saiyan. And then one day I decided to go into an MMA gym, and I just never left. I fell in love with it because if you think about art forms, which is something that I'm passionate about, is being involved in the art of what you're doing, it's ancient. So what I study is Muay Thai. I also love wrestling too.
And what kind of, talk about that art form, Muay Thai? What is that?
Muay Thai
like on
predates
the
the
ground
Bible.
grappling? Is it on?
No, it's striking.
Okay.
So how I would hurt somebody is I would kick them over and over and over again until I get them in that clinch position, and then it's just elbows and knees, and I'm not going to stop.
Okay, let's get Chase over here and just no. Well, excellent. Well, you're in fantastic shape, and I knew it. I'd watched the videos. They're very good.
Thank you.
333 AVZ on the Instagram. And, we have odd stories in our lives, John and I could kind of see that filter coming through with you. You've had a lot of life experiences, which we've heard about today, but you have a lot of strength and a lot of courage and a lot of indomitable spirit about you. That's going to be your future. So, congratulations. Yeah. And may God bless you and keep you and make his face shine upon you, Alex.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's so lovely to say.
Well, you're a great woman, and we look to have you back when you're debuting your next great journey ahead.
Absolutely. I would be honored if I could come back and hang out with you guys.
Sure.
Aw. Thanks for being on the Second Cup of Joe
And John.
It's the Second Cup of Joe and John as their guests expound on any and all topics within the realm of decency. Want to be a sponsor? Let a TV and radio guy help build your business. Email the show, secondcupofjoeandjohn@gmail.com. Now, hold on tight and grab another Second Cup of Joe and John.